All right, so Matt, you're on the ground. FBI has you there. Like, are you Matt Cox? And you're like, yeah, I'm Matt Cox. Why'd you give up so easy, man? Like, why didn't you keep it going? You have so many identities.
I mean, because I knew they were going to take me downtown and fingerprint me. So I knew they didn't raid my house and pull up with, a bunch of SUVs and a bunch of, Secret Service agents. And now the police are showing up. Like the cops are blocking off each side of the street. Like this didn't happen for them to go, oh, wow, you know what? I'm sorry, it's not you. And let me go because I say, oh, wait, I'm not Matt Cox. And I pull out a Walter Holcomb passport or ID and they go, oh, my God, we got the wrong guy. Like they're going to fingerprint me no matter what. So
you had some plastic surgeries already by this point. You'd had some like hair follicle replacement. Like, is that
I
accurate?
had 2 hair transplants. I had a nose job. I had they called it a mini facelift. What else did I have? I had my teeth done. I had liposuction. Yeah, I mean, I had little, but it's still you.
Right.
Your
eyes don't change, your body didn't change a whole lot. But did they know what you kind of looked like at that point?
Yeah, they had they had multiple photographs
of you currently.
No, but they had one photograph of me currently from Becky, but it was like a selfie with the two of us.
Oh, gotcha.
When they caught Becky, she gave them that, but it wasn't like it's me. Yeah, they knew it was me.
Sure,
there was no. I mean, there was one of the agents was kind of like, I don't know if it, he was unsure, but the one guy was like, no, it's definitely him.
Yeah.
Definitely him.
So where do they take you? Do they take you down to county jail? They take you to FBI, like interrogation room? Where?
Well, they took me to the Secret Service's field office in downtown Nashville, and they questioned me. But I told them I wanted a lawyer, and first what happened was they sat me in the room for a few hours, and the agent, I think she drove from Atlanta to try to talk to me, and I ended up, I think I ended up saying, I think I need to talk to a lawyer. And they fingerprinted me. They did all the processing. They got me a hamburger, and yeah, then that was it. So then they moved me from there to, I forget what state. It was another state where they put me on like a U.S. Marshals holdover.
Yeah.
And that's like they rent that's the Marshals rent a place from the county jail, and they have a special area of the jail they hold you in. So I was held there for a week, and then I was transferred to, I think, Memphis, and then I went to Oklahoma City and was put on Con Air. Was there for a week or two. They put me on Con Air. They flew me to.
It was Nicolas Cage on that flight?
No, it's not like that at all. It's a commercial. No? It's just a shitty commercial plane they bought. There's no duct tape or anything on the wings, or I don't think there was. I didn't see any duct tape.
Cyrus wasn't there.
No, people say like, oh, it's nothing like that, bro. It's a regular plane. And
you just ruined the movie for me, just for the record.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I'm glad it's not like the movie. So anyway, they moved me to. I eventually end up in Atlanta, and I talked to my lawyer, and she's like, your only choice, you can plead guilty and not cooperate, and whatever, you probably get 30 years, or you can cooperate, and I can probably get you 12, 14 years, and then we can work, if you cooperate, and that leads to, well, she didn't even say this, she just said cooperate, and they'll consider it substantial, call it substantial assistance. You can get your sentence reduced by providing substantial assistance.
Right.
Which means cooperate.
Sure.
So they said, she said you can do that, or she said you can go to trial, lose at trial, and get 30 years. You can plead guilty and get 12 years, which is roughly what she calculated I should get. And then she said, and cooperate, and we can get that trimmed down to maybe half that. You could be out of here in 4 years.
Sure.
3 or 4 years,
that
5 years.
That sounded pretty good at the time.
Sounds pretty fucking good, right?
That didn't happen, though.
That's not what happened at all. So I said, one, I can't go to trial. I'm extremely guilty. And so, and I didn't want to do 12 years. And the problem was that everybody had already cooperated against me.
Yeah.
Like Becky had cooperated against me. Everybody that was involved in my crime, right? Rudy, Kelly, Dave. I mean, they've all cooperated.
So you were good to snitch.
I'm good with snitching.
There was just nobody left to snitch on.
Right. At this point, I'm good to snitch because I realized that the first time I didn't cooperate, everybody that I didn't cooperate against lined up to cooperate against me.
You'd already learned your lesson.
Right. So I'm done with that. We're done with that. I'm going to fucking cut everybody's throat. The problem was I cooperate. By the time I've cooperated, it's getting into 2007 and the mortgages are starting to be an issue.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And so banks are starting to kind of go belly up. People are talking about all these corrupt mortgages and corrupt this and corrupt that. It's not good. And so I meet with the FBI and Secret Service and I cooperate. I tell them everything that happened. This is what I did. This is what, but they know everything. And then I get what's called my pre-sentence report. My pre-sentence report doesn't say 12 to 14 years, which is what my lawyer was saying. My PSI says, it said 32 years to life.
Yeah.
And then I start saying, I might as well go to, you just gave me the max.
Right.
You can only give me 32
You have nothing
years.
to lose at that point. Like,
Right,
why
I'll go
the
to
hell
trial.
would you not just, let's go?
Fuck it, I'll go to trial.
Because at least then maybe you get a jury that you could, because you're a pretty good con man, right?
Well, here's what I'm good at. What I figured I could do at the trial was at least I can explain that most of the stuff that they were saying, not most of, but some of the stuff that they're saying isn't true.
Mm-hmm.
Like at a plea, you can't do that. So at least then I can explain certain things didn't happen the way you're saying. I can, whatever. So they end up saying, okay, well, what don't you agree with? And we are getting into a little argument, and I end up getting them down to, like they said, there was $9.5 million in the loss. I didn't think they could prove that. If I went to trial, I could prove that I didn't get $9.5 million.
Right.
Like he got $400,000, he got $1.1 million, so I get him down to say about $6 million. And then I get them to drop some of the other enhancements because they give you enhancements. That's what gets you more time. So I get it down to like 26 years and 4 months. And I go to, and my lawyer's saying we can get it even lower in front of the judge because we can argue these enhancements and we'll get another 10 or 12 years knocked off. Okay. She seemed confident. So we get in front of the judge. She makes these arguments. The judge disagrees with everything she says and gives me 26 years and 4 months. Now, keep in mind, too, at this point.
And you thought, how much did you think you were going to get at that point?
12 years.
Oh, Jesus.
Because if you really read the enhancements, some of the enhancements that got me the additional 12 years didn't really apply.
Yeah.
So I had also allowed myself to be interviewed by Dateline NBC, right? Because Dateline had already done a 1 hour special on me.
Now, did you do that before you went into prison?
No.
This is after you already got your 26 years.
No. So I'm locked up in the U.S. Marshals holdover.
Oh, okay.
And before I got sentenced, the U.S. attorney said, I want him to be interviewed by Dateline. But Dateline had already done an interview. They'd interviewed a bunch of other people. They already did a 1 hour special, but they were going to recut it now that I had been caught and redo another 1 hour special. So they came into the jail and they interviewed me. I was in the U.S. Marshals holdover, not the federal prison. If you wait till the federal prison, you're not going to get on a camera. But the marshals would allow it. So I ended up getting interviewed by them. They recut it. They put out the interview again. So now there's 2 1 hour specials on me. And they said, if he does this, we'll consider it substantial assistance and reduce his sentence. So, but then just before I went into court, I'm supposed to get what's called a 5K1. And they go, yeah, we're not going to give him a 5K1 because we don't feel like that was enough.
Sure.
So, but you said you'd consider it substantial assistance. And they said, we did consider it and it's not enough.
Oh, they considered it.
They did consider it.
Yeah. They didn't lie.
That's when I realized like how important the definition of a word is.
Right.
You know?
Words all have meanings.
I was like, wow, you know what? That's true. They did say we'd consider it substantial assistance. And we did consider it. And it's not.
But they didn't just do that to you one time, right?
No, this happens again. So
Yeah.
then I end up going to court. So I go to court. They don't recommend, they're supposed to recommend a sentence reduction. They decide that wasn't enough. We're not going to recommend it. I get 26 years. I go to federal prison. So the 26 years really sucked. That was a bad day.
What was the first day like?
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Todd Poltz, and I want to first say thank you for watching this episode. I have built a massive real estate empire in multiple multi-million-dollar companies here in the state of Ohio. And my goal is each week to bring you powerful conversations with some of the most successful, creative entrepreneur minds from around the country. But I need you to do me a favor right now and take time to subscribe to this channel and click right here for the next episode.